Hey YouTube, or folks on my blog, it's me, Miss Cris, Crochet with Cris. I am here coming with you an exciting announcement. Sorry, my headphone. I am starting, I'm very excited. I am going to try and start a virtual yarn group. So first let me talk about iYarny, that's what I'm going to call it. Because, well, I am a yarny and I am on the internet. So iYarny is good, I think, for a name for that. So I wrote some notes down. The purpose of having an online yarn group is this. I attend on a semi-regular basis a yarn group for people who enjoy the fiber arts. I go and I normally crochet, but I also knit. The majority of people at my yarn group knit, although several other, we call it bicraftual, they knit and they also crochet, but there are people who tats, loom knit, they sew, they spin their yarn, they dye their yarn. You know, there's so much talent and excitement around the fiber arts that I don't want it to get lost. But you know, I want to start this virtual yarn group because there are a lot of people who can't attend a yarn group or they don't have one in their area. And to me, this is sad. I genuinely enjoy my yarn group. I started there as a complete stranger and I have met some really wonderful people that I do call my friends, and I look forward to it. So I want to start this yarn group online for those two groups of people. I mean, if you think about it, yarn groups are normally in public places or private business, and they're all adults who are going to wind down for the day. You know, we all know that our fiber arts are stress relievers. So somebody with small children may not be able to attend a yarn group even if they have one that met every night, simply because they don't have a babysitter, they don't have the means to get a babysitter, or for various reasons. They could be caring for an elderly parent. I mean, there's a ton of reasons why a person would not be able to make it to a yarn group if they existed. And there are a lot of people who live out in the country or they live in cities and towns that do not have yarn groups or they're not aware of yarn groups. So that's the point, is to bring people from around the world together and allow for this fellowship surrounding the fiber arts. So what I have done to do this is I have gone to stickam.com. I'll put the thing here, stickam. And I started a group. And I have embedded that group on my blog site. So the group itself is available 24/7. You could go in there right now and start fellowshipping. But what I want to do is I want to set a scheduled time so that I would definitely be there, where people know, well, if they can shoot for 1 hour a week or 20 minutes a week, they know the best 20 minutes to go there. And that's at least until it gets going. Maybe there'll be people there 24/7 in 6 months, but right now it's probably going to be pretty hit or miss. So that's what I want to do is so I've decided the set time that I know that I can be there will be Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's a -5 offset for GMT time for people across the pond, but I'm not sure. If anybody wants to comment or check that, I don't know. I'm not a time conversion person. So 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. You can do one of two things. You can visit my blog, which is linked down in the doobly-doo, and at the top of my blog there are tabs that go across. You'll see common crochet abbreviations, and there's a tab for iYarny. Click on that tab and it's going to come to a screen. It's going to have the rules listed, and then under that there'll be an embedded box, and it'll say you've come to this group, and you'll click on it and it'll ask for you to log in. Anybody who chats in the group has to register at stickam.com. It is free registration. I've been a member there for a very long time and I've had no problems. I would say it's no different than signing up for Uvu, YouTube, or you know, any website like that. So it has been secure for me. I've never had problems. So you'll register at stickam.com, and you'll log in with your email and your password, and you can come in through my website. Now, if you do that, you're only going to have 8 windows for video, so you're more limited. Now, if you go to stickam.com and you log in, and then you'll go up at the top and you'll choose groups, and then you can search for the group and just type in iYarny, and it'll show you the group thing. And I'm going to be creating some images and stuff for that here soon. Just click on that and you can come into the group. That'd be the same look as with coming in through my blog, except I think there are 10 or 12 slots for cameras. Now, the only rules that I want to put on is if you're going to go on camera, please be working on something fiber art related. That's the point of the group, is to be a yarn group. Now, if you're working on something you want to put it down, doesn't mean you have to shut off the camera, just, you know, common sense kind of thing, whatever. And I want to keep the room relatively PG. That means no profanity, vulgarity, hate, pornography, no linking to anything like that. There's no point in it, especially when you're talking about yarn. I don't know, it's like business casual for yarn groups, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I think, common courtesy, because there's going to be a wider range of people with different backgrounds, different ages, and I don't think anybody needs to go anywhere to be offended. So we try to keep it as PG as possible. As there are some people, if they decide to join the group, I would like to make them moderators so we can have a little bit more control over the group, but that'll come in due time. Also in due time, I would like to turn some dedicated time slot to charitable giving, where everybody who's in there creating is creating for maybe the same charity, maybe a different charity, it doesn't matter, and then we can put them together and donate them as a group, or we could each just donate on our own. Obviously that's in the future, and I have not thought that this is a good time to nail that down. Just know that's something I would like to move towards. So I really hope that any of you fiber artists out there would be interested in joining iYarny. Obviously, the only thing you need is a membership to stickam. You can come into the group, come and go as you please. You don't have to be a part of YouTube. You don't have to follow my blog if you just want to use it as a means to chit-chat with other people. There is text chat if you don't want to go on camera. You can text chat. Thought that might be the big caveat, because how do you knit and chat at the same time? It also, if you're going on camera, it is often easier to mute yourself unless you're talking, because the sound in there can get a little crazy if you have 6, 8, 12 people all talking at once. But we'll take it as we go, right? And we can go from there as a group. So with that said, I hope you welcome iYarny with open arms. I'm going to post this video, and I'll probably be over there for a little bit, just trying to get things squared away. If I don't respond, don't take offense. I'm probably just not looking at my screen. I'm doing something else. So with that said, I hope you all have a great night. Bye, everybody.